Welcome back. The Girl Scouts are tackling a serious mental health concern. The group conducted research revealing that the vast majority of girls, some as young as 5, experience loneliness. Jared Hill reports.
High school sophomore Jola Strayhorn knows firsthand the struggles teens faced coming out of the pandemic.
We all had to get used to speaking to each other, in person and social interactions.
Girls were so isolated. They weren't in schools with each other.
A new survey from Girl Scouts of the USA shows 70% of girls as young as 5 experience feelings of loneliness.
And to know that it grows as they get older, and that also it really impacts their self-confidence.
The survey shows as loneliness increases, confidence drops. But friendship and meaningful connections can empower girls and build resilience. The National Alliance on Mental Illness collaborated with the Girl Scouts on this research.
Kids living in today's society are constantly being inundated with messages, and their ability to step away from all of the information that they're receiving is quite challenging.
Experts say adults should keep an eye out for changes in their child's behavior, sleeping and eating habits, and have open conversations as a family.
If we ignore these behavioral changes, then kids won't be able to get the tools, strategies, and resources that they need in order to cope with some of these challenges.
Girl Scouts of the USA offers a variety of mental wellness programs to support girls. For Jola, she says confidence starts with yourself.
Pump yourself up and to give you more confidence so you're able to know that you're just as good as anybody else.
Being a Girl Scout helps girls form lasting friendships, which the organization says is more important now than ever. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
A new book has some parents rethinking their approach to raising kids in this digital age. It's called The Anxious Generation: How the Great Rewiring of Childhood is Causing an Epidemic of Mental Illness. Author Jonathan Haidt argues we're overprotecting children in the real world while underprotecting them online, and that's leading to mental health challenges.
All over the developed world, family life is the same. It's constant arguments over screen time. We didn't ask for this. How is it that we're all spending so much time in this struggle?
He points to a dramatic difference in the upgrade from flip phones to smartphones.
In 2015, everyone's got a smartphone, front-facing camera, Instagram. Lots of companies are competing for their attention. What happens? Time with friends plummets. Kids don't go over to each other's homes anymore. In between classes, it's quiet because everyone's on their phone. And this is exactly when mental health levels of depression, anxiety double, suicide is up by 50%, loneliness. The kids are so lonely because they're doing this all the time. They're not connecting with people.
Haidt says solutions work best when parents act together. He suggests no smartphones before high school, no social media until age 16, phone-free schools, and more free play and independence in the real world. Many lawmakers and schools are considering limiting the use of phones. An asthma attack can be one of the scariest moments for a parent as their child struggles for air. The CDC says roughly 10 people in the U.S. die every day from an asthma attack. Ian Lee reports on one man who's helping kids breathe easier.
Martha loves to play, especially ping pong with her dad. But a severe asthma attack nearly killed the 6-year-old from England.
It was a massive shock. It was a bit like an out-of-body kind of experience. She was in a coma for a week, and then she stayed a good week after that as well.
Martha recovered, and now her daily routine starts with 5 big breaths. Martha uses her inhaler twice a day, but initially refused to use it until a family friend, Will Hogg, gave it a funky makeover.
I was only going to make one, but I saw that 1 in 5 children have asthma, and I thought, okay, there's such an opportunity to help more people.
When I had the old one, I didn't really want to take it, so it felt really boring to me.
Martha's duck and unicorn inhalers were an instant hit.
Just seeing her immediately so much prouder of her inhaler and running around saying that it was her unicorn puff puff.
Will and his wife now make handmade inhalers full-time, producing more than 20,000 with fun patterns like dinosaurs, ducks, and soccer balls.
We see around about 4 people a day dying of asthma in the UK, and we have one of the highest death rates because of asthma.
The UK's National Health Service took notice and is looking to see if the designs could improve inhaler use with more young people.
So far we've seen really good positive feedback on the inhaler covers from families.
All inhalers are now cool in this house. They are all customized. They're definitely hers now.
With the new inhaler, everyone can now breathe a sigh of relief and focus on other things, like who serves next. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
That's this week's Eye on Health. I'm Michael George. Thanks for joining us, and be well.